Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the USF Bulls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse. And the Bulls kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. On the move from inside is 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cardinals offense to go on the attack first. And here comes Lincoln Keenholz. He'll be trying to get his senior season off to a good start and building some confidence as we go along. They'll ride Davis here. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, a little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
The Bulls offense will now get its first chance with the football. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots.
Makes the catch and he's free. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Isaac. Quick step and go. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Keeps it on the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulls. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
He'll get rid of it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Second down, going to throw it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. He's on the move. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. The whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll send the back in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Oh, they blocked the kick.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. RPO complete to open the drive. Taken down. Let's talk for a second here about USF. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes...
Oh, look out on the right! He's at the touchdown ball! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Speed kills. This offense, they've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Between the hashes, it's Johnson. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Under pressure, makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board, and he's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Rid of it on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Here comes the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The run inside. It's Davis. Just smothered on the play. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Right down the middle. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Firing deep. It's caught. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They just keep firing. Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game one. It's tough to take an injury this early. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting a field goal.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to Davis. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Works the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's broken up. They took a shot and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Moves the pocket. It's Croman Hope. Turns it upfield. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another.
Makes the grab in their space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it in his belly. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Got an alley. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes a man miss. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Right side, it's Rodgers. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the 1st down. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bulls use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. Lets it fly. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Punt is in the air. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The give to the lone running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air. It's Croman Hoke. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, going to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got it. 1st down and more. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Got his man. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Drops back on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa. in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the home team looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
And the Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback keep. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quick give. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's now up to 83 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Keeps it himself. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. On the run from inside his own 5. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Hits inside, it's Davis. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Handoff again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Working the ground game. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run him again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Motion from the wideout. Quick give. It's Davis. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. They'll ride Davis here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They want to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. The snap sets up to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. And this one is perfect.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to. So important to this team.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Going to the running game. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. He now has 91 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Sees some running room. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun, the ground game. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. And the Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Smith. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Looking for running room. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And to open the fourth quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is Hughes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Running inside, it's Davis. Dragged down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. On the RPO, got him. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. The give to Davis. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Ready, go.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. Keep it on the ground. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. The Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Throws quickly. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Hands it off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Tompkins. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Second and long here. They'll go to the air. He's going for it all. He's got it along the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, it's Davis. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Fresh set of downs going up top. Touchdown, Louisville! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's past the sticks. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Leaves it with the back. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. They're facing a 3rd down. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.